What's up guys, Royal Liza here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys are like super bored in this isolation. Not to fear guys, I have come up with 100 things to do in isolation to fix the boredom that I know you are all experiencing, because I'm experiencing it. So let's go on and get into the video. I find what I do when I'm bored is I walk to the fridge, I pull out a random thing, I look at it, check the use by date, and if it's okay to eat, I'll sit down and I'll eat it. Even if I'm not hungry, I'll just do it because I'm bored. The next thing to do when you're bored is walk up to your pets. Even though they run away from you every single time you go to get them, you pick the animal up and give them a pat. If you have a birthday this month or next month or the month after that, make sure to set up a birthday party and have a birthday all by yourself alone. Now, since all the gyms are closed and we're all eating because we're super bored, that means we might get a bit overweight. So I like to roll out my yoga mat, which is also known as a towel since my dog weed on my yoga mat and I had to throw it out. I then pull out my most amazing tricks I possibly can, and then I lay on my bed because I'm dead after the 5 minutes of exercise that I did. If you own a fish tank with multiple fish, make sure to go and sit and look at the tank and look at one fish and count how many times it swims around the tank in the next 5 minutes. Another thing to do when you're bored is pull out a musical instrument. Even though you have no clue how to play that instrument, just sit there and play a little tune on because you have nothing else to do. Guys, it is never too late to become a gardener. Make sure to pull out the best succulent you own and repot it into a beautiful little pot. Even though mine, it already came in this pot, and really just for this video, I removed the plant and put it back in the pot. Since we all have a lot of time on our hands being in this isolation, it's never too late either to become a chef. Cook up the best brew you possibly can and feed it to your family and hope they don't die from it. Another good option for when you are bored is to pull up some YouTube. Pull up your favorite creator. Mine is Royal Liza. If you don't know her, you should definitely go check out her videos when you're bored, and make sure to watch the video all the way through. Another thing to do is pull up TikTok and learn the renegade dance. It is never too late to learn the renegade, and you never know when it might come in handy. In this very hard time, it's also very important to walk up to your mirror and practice your facial expressions. The next thing you can do is practice your fast typing on the laptop. Now this is for the people that get very severely bored. Count how many times you blink in the next 10 minutes. Another thing to do in this isolation is practice your dance moves. Bring out every dance move you possibly can. My personal favorite is the spastic chicken and the sprinkler. Also, don't forget to practice your shadow boxing. This one comes in handy. Practice your shadow puppets. The next thing you can do is teach yourself how to sing some opera. Remember me once in a while, please promise me you'll try. It always comes in handy to learn how to do the splits. The next thing you should be doing in isolation is having staring competitions with yourself in the mirror. How about also laying in bed watching Netflix for hours at a time? Then the next thing to do is go through your crap heap under your bed and find your long lost schoolgirl diary that you used to write in every single day of your life. Next thing to do in isolation is pick up your phone and practice your TikTok transitions. And secretly, deep down, everyone really would love to be an artist. So pick up a pencil or some coloring pencils and become a magical artist. The next thing you can do is count the leaves on the fake pot plant in your room. The next thing you can do is learn sign language. It's a turtle. Since we can't see any of our friends because we're in isolation and we don't want to give them the coronavirus, make sure to make friends with that big bear that you got for a TikTok and you've never looked at since. The next thing you can do is find a window, sit next to it and look out through the glass and count how many trees that you can spot. Since we can't see any of our friends, who are we going to have thumb wrestles with? I know, we are going to have thumb wrestles with ourselves. Take your left hands and your right hands, place them together and have a thumb wrestle with yourself. It's quite difficult, but you can figure out how to do it. So that is the end of today's YouTube video. Don't forget to follow my socials. They are linked in the description bar. Also, don't forget to thumbs up this video and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.